we have gotten a fast forward version of a vision of the future that was coming towards us anyway. One of the things that my Rutgers, when my Rutgers class that I teach went online, we'd had a couple of weeks off and there was spring break, and we came back and we were all on Zoom, and I have a wonderful group of students that I've been working with in this semester, doing a course on social movements and technology. And we did a go around, and one of my, just sort of checking in, and many of them had been in residence and they were suddenly back in their family homes. And one of my students said something that's really haunted me. She said that what she found most disturbing about lockdown is how little she had to change her life. She realized that she was already so isolated, that she was already doing so much on technology. She said, it was just actually not that much of a change. And that's what's scary, right? So we were already headed in this direction of having everything delivered, everything streamed, everything mediated by technology, our relationships replaced by Facebook friends and Twitter followers, and it was making us unwell. There was already, thinking about the crises before the crisis, there was already an epidemic of depression and loneliness and addiction related to all of this. And yet, if you're Eric Schmidt, former CEO of Google, chair of Governor Cuomo's task force on reopening New York, what you see in the lockdown, and Schmidt has been very open about this, has been a vast experiment in remote learning, as he said. And people are, as from Schmidt's perspective, he thinks people are seeing that remote learning is in many ways better than in-person learning, and telehealth is in many ways better than in-person health. And so all of these are backdoor privatizations. I guess this is the most important thing that I would just stress, is that our public schools are being handed over to private tech companies, and it's being called remote learning. It is backdoor privatization by way of tech platform. And we did it because we sort of had no choice, and under the sort of fog of kind of panic, and sure, Google Classroom and Zoom and all of that. But we need to protect our public schools. And if we are going to, if we are going to have to be using more technologies in order to work and learn, then we need to treat them as a public commons. We can't do this through backdoor privatization.